My name is Stephanie Tanner, and I am honored to be with you tonight. Amen, I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise. Here is Jesus dying on the cross in excruciating pain and agony, yet still responding to a man in need. One of the criminals being crucified next to Jesus, who may have been mocking him and reviling him earlier, is now facing his own death and witnessing the crucifixion of Jesus so closely. He has a conversion of heart. He humbles himself before Christ and says, "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." How does Jesus respond? Not with anger, hatred, or accusatory language, but with great love, mercy, and an invitation of hope. Today, you will be with me in paradise. Despite this man's past sins, whatever he has done to deserve crucifixion, Jesus forgives him and promises him heaven, eternal salvation in union with God. How quick am I to forget God's incredible mercy? God literally sent his only beloved Son, Jesus, to earth to experience this gruesome death in order to open the gates of heaven for us, because he loves us that much. He desires to be with us that much. Jesus' heart is always ready to forgive. It is just a matter of us asking. A few years ago, I was in a place where I needed to ask for God's forgiveness. My heart was confused with the pressures of this world, and I felt lost. It took me some time, but I eventually decided to go to confession and to lay it all out there. So that's what I did. I entered the confessional, and I poured out my sins and all the things that were burdening my heart. The priest was very patient, and when I finished, he said a few words and then gave me my penance, which was to go and read prayerfully Matthew chapter 3, verses 13 to 17, and place myself in the story and let God speak to me. That is a very interesting penance, I thought. Not the usual Hail Mary or Our Father. But okay, here I go. So I left the confessional, grabbed a Bible, and sat down in the church and opened to that passage. It was the baptism of Jesus, and as I read the last line, I was hit with emotion. It says, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased." I read this line over and over and slowly started to see myself there and God speaking to me, saying, "This is my beloved daughter. You are my beloved daughter." I let those words wash over me. I let those words into my hardened heart and then experienced God's love for me, his incredible mercy and forgiveness. That confession and penance was a great gift to me because from that point forward, I knew my identity as a beloved daughter of God. And once you know your true identity as a beloved child of God, everything else the world is offering you does not measure up. To this day, I remind myself often that I am God's beloved daughter, and that no matter what happens or what I do, I can always turn back to him. because he is there waiting for me with a generous, merciful heart. Just like the good thief turns back to Jesus and repents for a lifetime of sins, so too can I and you do the same. We can trust him. We can hope in him because Jesus is already waiting for us, loving us, desiring to be with us in paradise.